Okay, Dad, we all know buying a car is harder than ever. That being said, some sales tactics haven't changed even during the car shortage. We are going to run through three very common salesperson closes, and
Yes.
you're going to tell us what to do when we encounter these. Sound good?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
This comes from our friends over at Bankrate, Dad. The first close that they mention is called the Porcupine close. Do you want me to explain what it is? Do you want to explain what it is?
No,
How do you want to do this?
please explain it to me.
Okay, I'm going to just read from Bankrate. This is, with this strategy, the seller, quote, sticks the potential buyer with a question. It could be, quote, if I could get you this monthly payment, would that be what it takes to get you to buy the car today? Or if I can get this midnight blue, would you be willing to buy it today? All right, Dad. If I come to you, all right, I'm the salesperson here.
Yeah.
You're the buyer, and I say, okay, if I could get you down to a monthly payment of $600 a month, we'd get you to buy this car today, right?
Yeah, you would say that. That's what I would call the what if close. If I could do something, what would you do? Would you buy it? And your response would be, I'm not really interested necessarily in what the monthly payment is. Let's talk about the price of the car and the price of the accessories on the car. So yeah, I might, and then again, I might not if we can't agree on what the selling price of the car should be.
Let's role play this. I'm the salesperson. You're me, and I'm you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Raymondo. What if I could get you down to that $600 a month payment? I know you really want this Toyota GR86.
That would be great, but you know what, Zach? As much as I might like a $600 a month payment, I'm really more concerned with what the selling price of the vehicle is going to be and any dealer installed accessories. So can we just concentrate on that for the moment?
Nicely done, Dad. You didn't even get upset or angry. I mean, that was really good.
No, it's nothing to get upset about.
All right, so that's number one. We'll jump into number two here in just a second. But I do want to mention, Dad, we're doing a promotion here for the remainder of the month of August. Inflation. Do you like inflation, Dad?
Do I like inflation? I hate inflation, and I think we should do everything we can to fight inflation. Tell us how, Zach.
Just use the code IFS, save 20% if you become a YAA member here during the month of August. That's a pretty good close, if I may give myself some props. Let's jump to the next close, Dad, on the bank rate list. They've got the Ben Franklin close. You said this is a classic, right?
Oh, this has been around since probably before Ben Franklin. It's just a list of pros and cons close. Where a salesperson will draw a line in the middle of a paper, and he'll put reasons to buy, reasons not to buy, or pros and cons, and you start a list, and then you want the customer to well, there's so many more pros to buying the vehicle than not.
Don't fall for this one. So, Dad, if I was coming to you and I pull out a piece of paper and I'm doing the line down the middle and I'm saying, well, the pros are, you're going to be the cool people in your neighborhood, and, you're going to be able to go on that road trip and not have to worry about the car breaking down. And on the cons, yeah, sure, you have to, your monthly payment goes up by $50. What are you doing if someone pulls that out on you?
Well, me, I would pull out a different piece of paper and I say, I got a great idea. Let's draw a line down the middle and tell me the reasons why you should want to sell me a car. How can I help you in the future? What are the pros and cons of selling me a car? And I think one of the pros are, if you sell me a car, is, well, I'll pass along all that information about how wonderful you were to all my friends and family and coworkers. That could be a big pro.
So you start doing the Ben Franklin close
on
right
the
back on him.
salesperson.
You're good, Dad. Also, I think it's important to remember here, always focus on the out the door price. We haven't really talked about that yet, but no matter what the pros are and the cons are, what is the out the door price? That's the most important thing to be negotiating and thinking about. And honestly, even as you're describing, Dad, pull the Ben Franklin close right back on them. I'd also just remind them, like, well, what is my out the door price, and is that where I want to be?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the third one that was on the list. And, Dad, we have to do the fourth one, which is a bit of a bonus one that just popped in my head. But let's jump into this one first. The alternative choice close. Dad, what the heck is this?
Well, it gives you only give people two things to choose from. Okay. And truth be told, if you only give people 2 things to choose from, they really can't. You need to give them 3 things to choose from. Okay.
Okay.
Because then they'll make a choice if there's 3 things they have to choose from. Psychologically speaking, if you only give them 2 choices, they might go, oh, I don't know. I'm really having a tough time. I can't figure that out.
Good car salespeople never ask yes or no questions because they don't want to give you a chance to say no. That makes sense. The secret, both choices, or in your case, all 3 choices are available. Quote, in the car business, you sell what's on the lot. Seidman says a smart consumer might say, I want to look at everything you have. Okay, so Pops, this is from a sales guru out here telling us this is how you're supposed to approach it. I come to you, I'm saying, hey, we've got these different options for you. As a customer, what's your responsibility? How do you respond back to that?
Yeah, I'm not so much as concerned about color as I am about price. So let's talk about the price of the vehicle. Let's see if we can agree to the price of the vehicle, and then we'll go out and I'll pick from one of the colors that matches the price that we were talking about.
Yeah, that way you're not getting boxed in. You're deflecting the question. That is like masterclass how you just did that. The 4th one that's coming to my mind, Dad, the 4-square close. I mean, that's an absolute classic of a close technique. We have a video on it that you and I have done in the past. I mean,
Yes.
maybe like 2 years ago now. But the 4-square, can you briefly explain what that is?
Well, the 4-square is basically you have 4 boxes: the price of the car, the amount of the trade, the cash down, and a monthly payment. And a good salesperson is going to try his best to get you to just concentrate on the monthly payment and the cash down. And the price of the car and the trade amounts, let's not worry about which one's the biggest pain point for you. And so they're trying to, in most cases, narrow it down to a payment, and not necessarily a term, just a payment. Okay. We used to present a 4-square when I was a closer for a Mazda dealership in Mesa, Arizona, and it would have a payment and no term. And when people would say, well, how long's that for?
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, I know. I would look at them and go, well, I'm guessing that's probably for 60 months, but if you need the extended terms of 72 months, I'm sure we could make that work as well.
Ah, man. All right, let us know in the comments down below what other closes you've seen. Also, Dad, I'm thinking us doing a role play video of this. Maybe we get Laura back on for this one. You can try and use some of these closes on Laura, and we can see and coach her up on how to respond to them. Let us know in the comments down below if you think that would be helpful. And again, IFS, we're fighting inflation, folks, and we want to help out.
The Inflation Fighter Special savings, something. I don't know. But if you use that code, you get 20% off if you become a member at YAA or something like that.